of protection. But this is a video that was a couple of people have shot it because it from different angles. But the guy who first did this, do we know his name?
I replied calling him a king on Twitter, and he replied back to me, so I want to do him justice. I'll find it myself.
We have it up here. He goes by @Gramsci on Twitter. Joe Gallo.
Okay, so Joe Gallo. And let's take it, we'll take a video from, this is the perspective of somebody who was just next to Bloomberg, just shooting Bloomberg because he's walking around. Now, where is this? Is this, where, do we know where they are?
He's been in Texas recently, so I feel like it's more, that this might have been where that was, but I don't know.
Okay, he's out and about, and people should also keep an eye on his his right hand, his body man. This guy's wearing a turtleneck in this thing. You might remember him.
Might have been North Carolina. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, it looks like it's obviously not somewhere north. And the guy behind him with the turtleneck, he was the first guy to hit the stage. When that, what's that?
He hugged the older woman.
Okay, he's in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Dressed like a villain, dressed like the author that has an affair with Frank Underwood's wife, Claire Underwood.
Yes, and he's got a very strange. Well, I don't know. It's not a strange look, but it's a very dashing look. And he was the guy who
for
helped
the people.
He was the guy who helped
polycule.
the old lady off of the stage when she came up to say this is not a democracy, it's a plutocracy. And so he's always there doing this type of thing. And so here is Mike Bloomberg coming out of someplace in Greensboro, North Carolina, and Mike is just psyched that there's somebody who's excited to see him.
Hey, Mike, say stop and frisk.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. Stop and frisk, sure, yeah.
The fact that he even said it at all was like mission accomplished.
Exactly.
By Mr. Gallo.
Here is Joe Gallo himself, Gramsci Gallo, on Twitter. This is a selfie shot. I guess this is part of the Gallo cam.
The true selfie for democracy.
Exactly. And he has some commentary after talking to Mr. Bloomberg.
Hey, Mike, say stop and frisk. Racist piece of shit, Mike.
American hero. American hero.
Hell yeah,
Now-
that's how you do it.
This stuff is particularly important, and we're going to get to it with Ben Dixon. But I don't know that there has ever been a scenario, broadly speaking, Emma, that where stuff like this is actually like legitimately meaningful because there is an asymmetry to the warfare that is going on here.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw a little bit of it earlier in the primary cycle, not that much earlier, but the Wall Street Pete stuff I think had a lot of legs. The going to his Wall Street fundraisers and protesting outside. So great work by New York Communities for Change and New York City DSA who've been working on that. And I've attended one of those. I think those had a lot of viral legs. I mean, so much so that he's speaking in New Hampshire when these protests were happening really in New York and people are chanting Wall Street Pete. So that was kind of a micro version of what we're seeing with Bloomberg. But Bloomberg's a much greater threat than Pete Buttigieg. To democracy.
Yes, I think that's the case. And I think the question becomes how does the word about Bloomberg get out? I mean, in New York, it's fascinating, and we'll wait for Ben to get on. He's going to be on in just a moment, I think. In the meantime.